Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah, I'm coming on a little early. I want to make sure the sound is sounding how it should. Hold on. Let me check my device because hold on. Give me just 1 second. Okay, testing 1 2 1 2. Let's see. Okay. We got it. We got it. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's up, hoodie? What's up, hoodie? Listen, girl, we gotta we gotta watch a video, and we gonna enjoy this episode of the Vibes Lounge. This is what we call the Let's Talk portion of the lounge, and I'm just right now making sure that everything sounds. So I sound good, hoodie. How I sound? And you know my birthday's tomorrow, hoodie. Happy birthday to me. But I figured out okay. Um Let me do a couple of things and then we're gonna get to the show. Thank you. Um I'll put in the little add-ons and additions while y'all watching the video with me. Um, where y'all can find me at. Mm-hmm. Where y'all can find me at, what I'm doing. I listen, Huddy, I'm gonna try not to break the law, okay? I'm gonna try not to. All right. I'm gonna try not to between me and you, okay? Between us girls. I'm gonna try not to break the law. I'm not breaking no law. I'm enjoying my birthday. We're actually gonna get started in a few moments. Let me see. Yeah, that's ready. Let me see. I don't want to do that just yet. Let me go ahead. Since I'm sounding good, let me do a couple of things and I'll go ahead and start this episode of the Vibes Lounge, which is the Let's Talk portion. Let me see. Let me add a couple of things. And I got about 5 minutes before I actually start. Hey y'all. I just want to make sure that we're good. And let me check my other networks. By the way, I am on let me see, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Rumble, and I'm on Kick. So Hoodie, I hope you're gonna be here for a minute. And if you could do the courtesy and the kindness of uh drop in some of my links. If you can copy and paste for me, I am getting ready to get this show on the road in about 3 minutes. And like I said, this should be fun. Today was hot in the NYC, so I'm kind of like, ooh, kind of sweaty. Okay. Oh, and let me put out this poll while I'm at it. And see, there you go. And please support this channel. Support what I do. I am bringing to you content. And this is the second portion of the Vibes Lounge I call Let's Talk. And I have a very special guest stepping up to the plate that I save it for my commentary. Where are we at? We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, Gentlemen and ladies. It was something I wanted to do. Yeah, hold on. Let me see. Oh, right here. Let me give y'all a poll real quick. Start a new poll. Gotcha. Hold on. Hold on. Man, this is gonna take up the rest of my time. Hold on. After I put up this poll, we gotta be. Let me see. I'm almost ready. And then the second answer is which okay. I'm getting ready to start things off. Enjoy. Because hopefully it didn't erase it. No. Okay. I'll add it and I'll add this poll in just a minute. And let me go ahead and start this. Please like and share the video. Please follow. Yada yada yada. Nana nana boo boo. Like I always tell y'all to do. In 3, 2.
Life is all fun, but I want somebody from me. I don't wanna hear my jokes on the beat. Sometimes I don't know, I'm so caught up with me. I just wanna fool. I just want somebody who gon' wanna keep it true. That gon' make me worry. I love me rose, it's my favorite thing to do. I see her on picture, gonna put my favorite food. Let's travel the world, take some pictures, different views. Put me on the music, show me all the views. Love has no bounds, and there's no motion to do.
I love this girl. The best.
We got work to do. It's not every day I'm
She's so pretty.
it's okay, that's true. I'm the biggest fan in the world that you do. No way, that's free. I don't think I get you. Tell me where you're headed.
It's the mystery of iniquity. Said it's the misery of iniquity. Said it's the history of iniquity. Oh, and it all falls down. Yeah. Telling you all, it all falls down. Yeah. Children, eat your bread, little children. Yeah. Eat your bread, 'cause it all falls down. Yeah. Telling you all, it all falls down. Yo, y'all can't handle the truth in a courtroom of lies. Purges the jurors, witnesses, spies. Crooked lawyers, false indictments publicized. It's entertainment, the arraignments, the subpoenas. High-profile gladiators in bloodthirsty arenas. Enter the dragon, black robe, crooked balance. Souls bought and sold and paroled for 30 talents. Court reporter, catch the circus on the paper. File it in the system, not acknowledged by the maker. Swearing by the Bible, blatantly blasphemous. publicly perpetrating that in God we trust. Cross-examined by a master manipulator, the faster intimidator, receiving the judge's favor, deceiving sabers, doing injury to their neighbors, for status, gratis apparatus, and legal waivers. See the bailiff, representing security, holding the word of God, soliciting perjury, the prosecution, political prostitution. The more money you pay, the further away solution. Legal actors, Babylon's benefactors, masquerading as the agency for the clients. Hypocritical giants, morally non-compliant, orally armed to do bodily harm, polluted, recruited, and suited judicial charm, and the defense isn't making any sense, faking the confidence of escaping the consequence. That a defendant is dependent on the system, totally void of judgment, purposely made to twist them, emotional victim, blackmailed by the henchmen, framed by intentions, inventions whereby they lynchmen. Into the false witness, slandering the accused, planting the seed, openly showing he's being used to discredit, edit, headed for the alleged, smearing the individual, fearing the unsuspected, expert witness, the paid authority, made a priority to deceive the majority of disinterested peers, dodging duty for years, hating the process, waiting to return to their careers. Do we expect a system made for the elect to possibly judge correct, properly serve and protect, materially corrupt, spiritually amok, oblivious to the cause, prosperously bankrupt, blind leading the blind, guilty never defined, filthy as swine, a generation pure in its own mind, legal extortion, blown out of proportion, in vain deceit, the truth is obsolete. Only two positions, victimizer or victim. Both end up in destruction, trusting this crooked system. Mafia with diplomas, keeping us in a coma, trying to own a piece of the American corona. The revolving door, insanity every floor. Skyscraping, paper chasing, what are we working for? Empty traditions, reaching social position, teaching ambition to support the family superstition. When the son of perdition is commander-in-chief, the standard is thief. Brethren, can we candidly speak? Woe to the men, trusting in the chariots, them leaning on horses. They run their intellectual sources, counterfeit wisdom, creating the illusion of freedom. Confusion consumes them. Every word they speak, it then turns them outwardly white. Internally, they absent of light, them trapped in the night, and bondage to the cane of the night. Under the curse, evil men waxing more worse, facts in the first. Angelic being cast to the earth. It's time for rebirth, burning up the branch and the root. The empty pursuits of every tree bearing the wrong fruit. Turn to me ill. Let him who stole no longer steal. Oh, Israel, surrender for Jehovah is real. How long will you sleep? Troubled by the thoughts that you keep, the idols you heap, causing the destruction you reap. Judgment is come, find it and return to the one. Abandon the flesh, self-interest, Broadway to death, pride and the greed, hiding, subdividing the seed. The knowledge of good and evil is what caused us to lie, caused us to die. Let your emotions be crucified, renounce all your thoughts, repent and let your mind be retaught. You find what you sought was based on a deception you bought, a perception of naught where the majority remains caught. Loving a lie, not realizing an atom or die. Loving a lie, not realizing an atom or die. Loving a lie, not realizing an atom or die. Loving a lie, not realizing an atom or die. It's the mystery of iniquity. That is the history of iniquity. That is the misery of iniquity. Oh, and it all falls down. I'm telling you all, it all falls down.
Ooh, I love me some Lauryn Hill, and I still love you, girl. I understood what happened. And as you could see in the opening, who our featured guest is, and it's this person. And the funny thing about it is, with everything that's going on with the celebrities, they have not spoken on Mr. Clive at all. At all. Hold on. My volume is a little loud, so let me turn me down a little bit. I'm a very boisterous person. Hold on. There we go. There you go. My not as loud, like but what really led me to this episode, because I was gonna do somebody else, before Mr. Clive, okay? Which I'm still gonna do that person, but I feel that let me take Clive off of here because I know y'all trying to look at him. Y'all can look at me. Yeah. Um instead of doing instead of having um who I was gonna do the last talk on for the opener of 2026, I was like, because in the gossip today with the I don't really do the celebrity gossip that much. It's just certain things do catch my eye and does chirp my ear a little bit. Um Allegedly, Birdie has told me that Puffy might be coming home soon. Like you listen, you have social media buzzing about this now. Uh and I said either Puffy wasn't gonna really, go to prison like that, or he wasn't gonna do that much time. And I even said that your president Donnie would have something to do with it, with his sentence being cut down or commuted, or a full pardon. Well, I'm not surprised that Donnie didn't, he lied. I'm not surprised about that. But I will say this, with my little conspiracy theorist truth sinking mind that be running. Um I'm not gonna say that Donnie did not have nothing to do with it or does not have a hand in it. Okay. Um I will say that. Um I am so tired of doing a let's talk about Donnie, because we could talk about Donnie all day. He's just the gift that keeps on giving. And you know what, Donnie? I'm gonna give you a break. Sorry, people. I am gonna give you a break, and I'm gonna leave you alone for a minute, because what I deal with over here at the Vibes Lounge is music. Now, I do segments of Donnie in conjecture with Puff Daddy, who I was just talking about. I feel they go hand in hand. I feel that they play off each other and they're working together behind the scenes. Can I prove this? Of course not. But like, you got to check out my prior episodes, what I said about Mr. Your president, Donald Trump Jr., um, how he was selected to be president, not necessarily elected, um, and blase, 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 blase. If you want to see those episodes, if it's not on my YouTube page, please go to my Rumble page, because that's where I store. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. Uh, Mouth is a little parched, right? Please go to my Rumble, and that's when you'll get the complete episodes of every Vibe Lounge that I've ever put out on social media, and also Let's Talk, including I think I did 3 episodes on Donnie. I'm still mad at him, so I try not to talk about him too much, because he's annoying. He's very annoying, and it is what it is. So I try not to talk about him too much. All right. We get ready. Can y'all give me a minute? Because now my throat wants to get on my nerves. Let me get some liquids into my throat, and I'll be right back. Oh, I needed that because I felt like I was gonna choke. I don't know what was going on. See, I'll wait. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. He is annoying. But he was listen, hoodie. I don't got time to talk about politics. People don't like the truth seeker and the conspiracy theorists are not very popular. Now everybody is jumping on the bandwagon of that particular community because it's clicks and views. But the people, and segue into the video I have stored in for you lovely ladies and gents tonight. And I lost my train of thought that quickly. But while people are just now coming into this game for clicks and views and if you don't believe in it, and it, I'm like, we've been talking about this for over 10 years, almost a good 15. Really, the interest peaked around 9/11. But not to get too far off track, some of the gems that I was able to pull up from my truth seeking library, because it's not too many of us out here that is still in that particular field, that is truly in it. A little bit, my little background, and I have little problems with certain social media platforms myself because of the repostings of uh, articles, pictures, and videos that they don't want you to talk. They don't want you talking about no Clive Davis. And as a matter of fact, what's so funny is one of the many conversations that me and one of my really good friends that passed recently, going back to the Puffy situation, both me and her, we was giving our little backs and forth like, she's like, you just New Yorker, and you gotta side with Puffy because you know, I'm not siding with Puffy, none of that. I just didn't give a fuck about the trial because unless you're gonna talk to me about Kim Porter and what happened to Kim Porter, I don't mean to be a broad like that, but yeah, I'm gonna have to be a broad like that. You got him on freak charges. When y'all told me what the charges were, I was like, you know what? Y'all just wasting the public's time. And he's not gonna get the whatever. And like I've been talking to people about this, different perspectives and what the whole Puffy situation was all about. And what me and my friend before she went to sleep forever and she's in a better place. What we both realized, I was like, out of all these people being brought up, this, that, the Epstein, and then later the Epstein files, you did not y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. But anybody talk about this man? Was Clive brought up anywhere in the conversations? And why am I bringing up Clive? Because let me explain something to y'all. Nothing goes down. If this man is still living, just like Queen Elizabeth was running things over there at the UK, over there in Europe before she passed away, this man is still running things in the music industry. Don't get it twisted. I think Clive is like 91 or something. Yeah, he's still living. I didn't think he was still living, Clive. You evil bastard. Oh, so getting to tonight's presentation, one of these brothers that I was following way back in the days of the truth seeking movement and who I used to get in trouble for, is, and I don't see him around very much, but the gentleman's name is Yash Qaraah. He used to be heavy in the conspiracy theorist truth seeking game. He is still in the field, but you will see him more on, you will actually listen to him more on Spreaker. And if content creators still have his old work, like Misha, I am so bad with names. Mishayah, Mishayah U'rah. I always mess his name up. It's because of content creators like him that was able to grab the video before YouTube hit it deep in their algorithms where you cannot find it. We would not have this gem. And this is actually a 6-part series that I want to do for you guys. And like I said, this video actually came out in 2014, 2015. So we're just going to do a little comparison for when this video came out, dealing with Mr. Clive Davis, to what we're seeing today in the music industry. As a matter of fact, I did a poll for y'all. Let me put my little poll up, since now I can do these now. Because all I want to know is, have you either liked or followed this live? Like meaning that you liked it on YouTube. Follow meaning that you can't like videos, you can't like live streams on places like Rumble, Twitch, or Kick. So what I need y'all to do is hit that follow button. Okay, thank you. Did you do it or not? Okay, let me put this poll up. Let me start and show this poll. We're gonna start this video. I am so excited because I had to remember where I put this at. Like I said, a lot of material back in the days with the truther community and the conspiracy theory community. A lot of, I mean, YouTube did its hack job on making sure you can. It's hard to find those videos. Hey, Irby, stranger. Yeah, hold on. I had to look close at the screen. Yep. Mm-hmm. That is true, and I agree. Mm-hmm. I mean, this is the thing. Okay, this is the thing. And hey, Irby, before I start this video, the thing. Okay, and this is my thing with yeah, girl. We talking about Clive. We talking about Clive tonight, girl. What I like better about the truth seekers is, okay, the conspiracy theorists can come out with any theory, but it's always best you listen to the theory and then you start doing your own research. And that's when you get into the truth seeking. Now, with the flat earth, I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. Because for me, after what I had seen last Saturday, yes, I'm not convinced that the earth is flat. And I wasn't one of those that was convinced about that anyway. So that is that. I'm getting ready to start this video. If you haven't yet, like this video on YouTube. If you haven't yet, hit that follow heart on your Twitch, your Rumble, and now your Kick. Replays will be on your Kick and Rumble if you miss these replays. Okay. I'm not gonna say too much. We're just gonna enjoy the show. This video is about 15 minutes. If I have anything to say in the midst of it, I will stop the video and give it a little 1 and 2s on it. But pretty much Yash really, he breaks this down. Whether you agree with him or not, that's why you do your own research. If you are a true truth seeker, you always do your own research. Even if you like the person, it doesn't mean I continue follow Yash, because a lot of things I did not agree with him on. But this right here, yeah, I'm not gonna deny it. I agree with him. And without further ado, without any further delays, enjoy.
Once upon a time, it was a great thing to have talent. It is almost inevitable that your talent absolutely means nothing. You see, talent was all you needed at one given time before man put his spell on a thing called entertainment. Nowadays, it's a bit demonic. Well, the word entertainment itself is demonic. Let me explain this marriage that is proposed to you. But don't think it's about a woman. It's about a soul for sale. Yes, that's right. Because your soul is married to the game. The game is the music business, entertainment, sports, whatever. See, they're going to shake your hand. But what you don't understand is you're being welcomed to fame and lies. And there's always a guy in a nice suit to come around as clean shaved and tell you the do's and don'ts just to see where your head's at. And he's going to advise you of a letter that will be arriving, but you probably want to hand it to you because it's personal. Why is it personal? Because the letter is going to be an opportunity for you, but it's not any kind of letter or contract. It's a contract of blood offering. That's right. They want you to sign your name in blood because you have been chosen by the brotherhood. And without hesitation, you sign. And you're so ecstatic. Your name is all over MTV, BET. You're excited. But you're not done. Because see, after that, they're going to invite you to the lodge. And during the lodge presentation, they're going to tell you the do's and don'ts. They're going to tell you to keep your mouth shut. And if you should adhere to this and tell anyone the secrets, your tongue could be removed, your eyes could be gouged, or your neck could be slit. So, what do? You leave out of that with a bonus check. But to remind you, as you walking out the door, beware, all ye who enters.
Put your hands together.
Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels, and I have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have faith so that I could remove mountains and have no charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, though I give my body to be burned and have not charity, it profits me nothing. I understood as a child and thought as a child. But when I became a man,
I stopped it right after Kurt Cobain, because now they're saying that his death was not a suicide, that it might have possibly have been a homicide. So that's why I stopped it. That's why I stopped it there. So let me continue.
the way childish things. For now we see through a glass. Darkly look face to face. Now I know in my heart. But then, sure I know, even so also I am known. And now how did I fade to these three? But the grace of all these is charity. The name of Father, Son, and Holy Angels, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shem. Follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts. Brother, that ye may prophecy. For he that speaketh in an unknown time speaketh not unto men, but unto Yahweh. For no man speaketh him outright. In the spirit that speaketh mystery. Have you ever wondered why they have tape over the mouth when you see an ad or a magazine? Well, they're explaining to the person who's looking, hush, never tell. Now, most people in the real world will never understand this. The red and blue eyes also go back to the satanic world of Satanism. We're not making these things up, we're just bringing them out. You see ads like this all the time with the one eye, and then you have females to put the hair in the eye, starting with Aaliyah. Well, they're explaining about the all-seeing eye. It goes back to Egyptology, gods, and Osiris's and Kabbalahs. They
And
have no
see, I
idea.
used to I used to have my over one of my eyes. Then sorry, folks. StreamYard is acting up, and it actually stopped sharing my screen. So there we go. All right, I'll rewind it just a little bit back. There we go. Yeah, StreamYard is trying to be a pain right now. So there we go. Sorry about that, folks.
I don't know how many times when I was coming up, I saw a finger over the lips. I just thought that was being cute for be quiet. But in the world of entertainment, it means never tell the secrets. Now, our Black people have adopted these rituals because they want to be like their counterparts. Yes, I said counterparts because this was never for us. We was already upright, righteous folks. We led the way, but now we're slipped because we want to be a part of this world called America's, and we want to be rich. To be rich, you have to believe in a dream. And once they can get you believe in a dream, man, it's all downhill. The book of the Apocrypha tells us dreams are for fools. But you can't wait to stand in line for the American Idol, X Factor, America Has Talent. It's all just hoorah.
And y'all don't
no
mind performing for social media like YouTube. But I'll be quiet.
They use you so bad. You have no idea what they're going to do to you once you get behind the scenes. Wow. There's usually about 4 different stages before you're getting signed. Now, this is a beautiful sister, right? Usually, this is how you look when you first get signed. You look ecstatic, refreshing. At about a year, you turn into this. Your face starts to change because your soul is being sucked out of you. Now, you don't notice this at all because you're trying to keep up with them. You think it's their fashion style, but really, it's what they endure when they sign with the industry. As they go on, and 1 year becomes 2 and 3 becomes 4, their soul is totally gone. When they look in the mirror.
Now, I'm gonna pause it here because remember how fresh and beautiful your entertainers came out? Like your Beyonce's came out fresh faced or whatever. Even though it was a lot of makeup they had on, but they still kind of look kind of fresh. So, yeah.
They can see things you don't see. They see demons, like Whitney Houston saw demons. But to the public, they look like this. And you notice every year they look more deranged. They look more hard. They look more spaced out. Look at Nicki Minaj. This fits her like a glove. You had no idea these transitions are what they're going through because they sold their soul. Who is this walking through the airport? None other than Prince Roger Nelson. Check out his earth sandals. My wife got the same pair.
Bye, Prince.
You can't tell me this man
is
a flaming sissy. Anyways, we need to explain why this man is doing a lot of tours overseas. You see, the truth of the matter is, there's a lot of righteous folks overseas. And in this tour, he's trying to hoodwink you. We'll explain.
Like I said, make sure you're following me on Twitch, Rumble, and Kick.
You in spells. You ever came out of a concert and felt high and kind of had lightheaded? Well, you've been unsubliminal because the average person knows nothing about righteousness and they have no idea about the scriptures. So when you are empty and have no light, it's easy for spirits to take you over. Prince is a demonic Jehovah devil set up by design. What a lot of people don't understand is that Jimi Hendrix was extremely talented, but never gave in to the brotherhood, never signed his name in blood, nor did he accept the oath. Jimmy just was a man who loved to play music. He signed with anybody who had a contract, something that his manager hated about him, and his manager also had him executed. You see, Jimmy did not accept the powers that be, so they put a tube down his throat and forced alcohol into his system, causing alcohol poisoning, making it look like he gurgitated off his own vomit when they killed him because he wouldn't accept the brotherhood. Laid his body on his side and put a bottle of wine next to it and said, well, he did it to himself. Some of his closest mentors who came to the funeral, as Miles Davis, knew the truth. Janis Joplin also knew the truth too. She also paid for her life because she was getting ready to expose why Jimmy was killed. So they took her life. We'll explain her clip as it's coming up. You notice how they're carrying Jimmy's coffin, or should we say casket, because Jimmy wasn't part of the brotherhood. We're also going to explain as the film rolls, there's a different level of sacrifice. Whenever you see a casket on the shoulders of a man who's carrying you out, you will sacrifice to the brotherhood. We'll explain that as the film continues. Jimi Hendrix was a brother who just loved playing music. That was it. They killed him because he wouldn't accept the oath or the traditions of the brotherhood. And that's just the honest God truth. Jimi Hendrix was a brother who never accepted Satan's world.
I stopped it there because this is where I'm going to have to disagree. It has been coming out like the deeper, when I start really pulling out old archives of different video clips. Yeah, Jimmy, he wasn't a part of the brotherhood or anything like that for what I know. But yeah, he gave himself up to the spirits in order for A to produce his music. So just because he didn't sign, like he didn't go for the brotherhood or anything like that, at least I didn't know that of Jimmy. But then again, I wasn't alive when Jimmy was alive. From my observation, whatever, no, he dabbled greatly in the spirits. He even admitted dabbling in that spirit world. Listen, folks, either you're with the Heavenly Father, our creator, or you're not. And it's just that simple. You don't have to join these secret societies in order to practice what they do to its core. So I just wanted to say that pause the music, pause the video right there just to say that, because I don't, and we're almost finished with this portion anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this rock out. Now that's the ending of part 1. I'm gonna stop it there. As it says, stay tuned for part 2, which is coming soon, probably next week, because I'm going to enjoy my birthday. My birthday's tomorrow. Let me go ahead and stop sharing this. Tomorrow's my birthday tomorrow. April 1st. Yeah. April 1st. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And I'm gonna celebrate it. I'm so happy. Yeah, I don't know what kind of year I've had, and I'm happy that I'm gonna see another year. Thank you for Hoodie. Thank you for Vibrant, and thank you for Irby for stopping by. Please, if I gotta say that, please like this video on YouTube. Please hit the heart follow button on Twitch, Rumble, and now Kick. Okay? Hearts, 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 hearts. Follow. Especially tomorrow, because it's my birthday. Okay? So I'm out of here. Like I said, that's one of 4. What's up, broski? What's up, the Slater Show? What's up? What's up? Oh, y'all piling in here now. Wait a minute. What's up? What's up, Gutter? What's up, Slater Show? Listen, boys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you. Listen. See me tomorrow, okay? See me tomorrow because I'll go live from where I'm gonna be at, which is the Poconos Mountains in Pennsylvania. And I'll go live for a minute. Oh, thank you for being the. Did y'all hit that like button? I had a poll going on. Did y'all do what I told y'all to do, or y'all was like, man, go freak yourself, woman, you old body. I'm gonna stop the poll. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna eat, and I got I gotta do a little parking. Yeah, I'm doing a little packing right now. Oh, we're gonna have fun. And just to smell that mountain air, it's always fabulous to me. So thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you. And y'all know what to do, right? I don't have to repeat myself, right? Oh, I love you. Y'all take it easy. Y'all don't know how happy I am to see my 52nd birthday. So, yeah. All right, folks, I'm out of here.